Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we have an absolutely awesome new moon in Taurus, and we also just had Jupiter transition into the sign of Taurus as well. So that's pretty big deal energy. And the new moon in Taurus today that we are experiencing is most certainly in conjunction with Jupiter moving into Taurus, this massively expansive energy, because Jupiter, the planet of Jupiter itself, is very expansive. It's huge. So there's this like grandiose sort of energy to it. And because it just moved into the sign of Taurus, which Taurus rules our finances, it rules our material things, material wealth. A lot of the material, it's an earth sign, so all the tangible physical things. Jupiter is creating this expansive energy with it, and that with the new moon today, there's this huge, beautiful opportunity to expand our wealth, our personal wealth. There's this energy to expand on nurturing the body, because the body is a physical thing as well. There is an energy of expansion within the entire realm of like what you own kind of thing. And you may be feeling a desire to kind of go through your stuff and take inventory of what you actually own and what you don't own and what you would like but don't currently have, perhaps. So, and it's interesting because I was naturally doing that and going through my basement and kind of purging and just recognizing what things just don't bring me joy anymore, or that I don't have a purpose for in my life at this time. And then finding new homes for those things, giving things away or donating them, or selling things off. Like this is a really good purge energy. And you may feel like you want to purge. You may feel like you want to kind of get rid of the old, out with the old, in with the new. Because this energy, especially with this new moon, is just the new moon is sort of injecting and infusing this expansive Jupiter energy, with newness, with freshness, and it's a desire and a longing for new experiences, for fresh experiences, and for something really different, something that has a new quality to it, something that we haven't experienced in perhaps quite some time, or perhaps ever in our lifetimes. So think about what areas of your life you might have things that that require, or that you would love to see expand and grow, something that you would really like to nurture into the future and allow it to bring you massive expansion. And Jupiter is actually going to be in the sign of Taurus for the next entire year. So from May 2023 until May of 2024, Jupiter is going to be in the sign. So there is this entire 12-month period that has just begun on the 16th for us to really expand our wealth, actually, and really grow ourselves in very different ways, and transit careers and change into careers that align with us and that align with our personal gifts, our talents, our skills, our abilities, really aligning ourselves with the type of energy that Jupiter wants to bring. It's like, who are you fundamentally? Who are you on the inside? What makes you you? What kind of uniqueness do you have about you that perhaps the world needs to see, that you need to share with others? That energy is, I felt that strongly actually coming up. And I think a lot of other YouTubers are also feeling this energy. So creative energy actually is also at an all-time high right now. There's this huge expansion of creativity within us as well. So where those fresh ideas can come in, and where you're genuinely feeling inspired to take action actually in the right direction, because Taurus, again, being the earth sign, it's also a very action-oriented sign. So there's this huge desire for us to take action in the direction of our dreams and of our goals, to awaken and realign ourselves to certain projects that perhaps we put on the wayside or that we forgot about, and allow that creativity to be channeled into something very specific, something that you are really truly proud of, something that you're just so excited to share with the world when it's done. That's the kind of energy that's here right now. So think of those things in your life, in your personal life. What kind of creative projects, or what kind of things perhaps did I, promise myself, or set to myself, oh, one day, I'm going to get to that, and I'm going to finish it, and I'm going to do it, and it's going to be awesome. And perhaps you have completely forgotten about it and have not addressed it since. And And perhaps it might actually be coming up into your awareness right now. Like, oh yeah, I forgot. I had this thing that I was like totally into and I was so pumped to do. And then I got so busy doing other things, I completely forgot about it. So, what are those projects and what are those things? And that you now need to pull forward and put energy into, inject this fresh new start energy into it and give it brand new life. Because like I said, Jupiter wants to expand. It wants to expand anything that we really touch, anything that we really want to move forward in our lives. And this is about choosing the appropriate energy to expand, right? I noticed for myself yesterday, like I had a lot of interesting family stuff coming up. Some different things with my mom and a couple of different things with my dad. And I was just sort of pondering like why those things were coming up for me. And it's like, oh, okay, there's this another layer that wants to peel away at this time. Certain perhaps mommy issues or daddy issues that I still haven't dealt with, that are still sort of underlying, that are in the way of perhaps this creativity bursting out of me. It was just things coming up, and there may be things coming up for you at this time as well, where you have to pause and actually just take an inventory of your internal world as well. I was finding that over the last couple of days, actually. As soon as Jupiter went into Taurus, there was this expansion within me and then a sudden contraction. And I felt the contraction very much connected to family upbringing and to certain ideas and certain beliefs that were planted within me as a child. And so I think it was coming up for my awareness so that I could shed that and clear it out of the way so that I can really, really make space for this massive expansion. So, my beliefs, I had to reevaluate my beliefs around earning an income. Something about how work has to be hard was coming up for me the last couple of days. And I recognized that. I was like, wow, I actually totally don't resonate with this feeling or this thought that's coming up within me. Do I want to give it more energy and continue believing it, or is that just completely irrelevant for me at this point because I've grown so much that, I'm past those blockages. I just had to understand that there was like a little remnant of that energy still within me wanting to release or wanting to come up so that I really can fully break that cycle within my family. So lots of different things moving energetically, both below the surface and above the surface, I'm finding and I'm noticing for myself and for many people. So it's all about going with it, and flow was something that was exceptionally important and highlighted to me. Spirit is asking us just to go with the flow, to not rush any process, to also take the time to understand that when these things are starting to come up for you right now and you're like, where is this randomly coming from? Then understanding and tuning in to those feelings and questioning them, because that's what was happening for me. Like Spirit was like, are you sure? Like, you still want to believe this? Like, does it even resonate with you? And when I really asked myself the question, I was like, not at all. Like, I have nothing to do with this energy anymore. It was just something that I had gotten so used to. It had become such a deep truth for me that, in life, work had to be hard, and that the only way to earn a living, and the only way that you were really truly earning a living, is if you were working your ass off. So, which obviously we know this to be false, right? Because we have plenty of people in the world that prove to us that you don't actually need to work your ass off to, to be successful. And it's also about measuring your own level of success. Again, connecting to Taurus, how do you measure success? And what is success for you? Are you successful when you can live comfortably, when you can buy everything you need? Maybe you're not the richest person in the world, but you have all of your needs met and you're happy. Perhaps that is what success is for you. And that's perfectly good. And that's perfectly fine. It's not about like qualifying it. It's noticing where you are at when it comes to success. And do your beliefs about success have anything to do with your upbringing, or perhaps the people that were around you when you were a child and their influence, right? And the things that they used to say all the time. Because most of us, let's face it, know that we are highly influenced by the people that are around us, especially when we're little children growing up. And many of that programming is coming up for so many of us at this time who are now adults. And it's coming up for so many of us to release, to look at, to purge out, so that we can really work with these energies, so that we can really allow this energy to come in, allow Jupiter to expand us within and expand our inner world and our inner beliefs and everything that we have felt and believed about ourselves up until this point. And when I pause and when I really ask myself where I'm at, like today, as of this moment, then I can honestly say and I can honestly recognize that I am like night and day different from where I used to be even 2, 3, 5 years ago. Like an entirely different person. And that might be difficult for some people to understand, especially if you don't know me, but the people that do know me have even said that, like there's just such a profound change that I've gone through, such a profound transformation that I've gone through doing my inner work and always tuning into the energy and really trying to ride the wave of the energy and listening to the guidance and trying to follow through on that guidance as much as I possibly can and as humanly possible. Like, we're not perfect. It's not about being perfect at this time. It's just simply allowing yourself to align to those higher frequency thoughts, those higher frequency feelings that you want to have on a regular basis, and not getting caught up in the illusion anymore, especially the illusion of fear. That was like a really, really big one that I had to shed, and I feel I'm still working on shedding certain layers of fear, for sure. But there are so many layers, very thick layers that I have gone through that I have released over time. So where I am today, where I am right now in this moment is a brand new place. And I really have cultivated the belief within myself that I can have a really successful, beautiful life without doing hard work, without, and especially the type of hard work that I was raised to do or made to believe that that's how you had to accomplish things, is by literally practically killing yourself to do it. And I disagree with that. Now that I understand that we actually create and we manifest from a place of joy the fastest, now I know that things that are extremely hard and the things that I'm really not enjoying are actually not getting me closer to my goal at all. And I've been living in this perception that's the way to do it. That's the way forward. So look at your current perception of money and value and what you find to be success, how you define success, how you want to move your life forward at this time, and how you want to work with this new moon energy. What kind of new future projections do you want to create today using this energy and tomorrow and over the weekend? And how do you want to embody that new version of yourself, that version of freedom, that version who is absolutely unlimited in doing whatever you desire, and that version of yourself who is absolutely unlimited when it comes to really truly living a joyful, blissful life? Like, what do you have to do to embody that? What are the daily activities that you're going to do from here on that are going to push you and make you really connected to that desire of joy? Like, when you just start to choose joy for yourself on a daily basis and you say, I'm not going to let anything or anyone, and I'm certainly not going to allow my thoughts to constantly berate me or to put me down or to take away my joy. And it could be in a very simple way. It doesn't have to be anything serious, right? Like, somebody could say the smallest little thing and all of a sudden completely change our world, and we could feel like shit within 2 seconds. So are you still allowing that? Do you still allow people or things to take away your joy, rob you of that experience of absolute happiness and gratefulness for life itself? Or are you going to really take a stand and embody the power that you have within yourself to create an absolutely beautiful, balanced life? Are you going to go for the things in your life that matter to you, that you value? Are you going to nurture those things or those relationships through commitment? And are you going to really commit to yourself, to your own goals? One of the biggest questions I'm asking myself today is, how committed am I truly to serving the light, to helping support others, to really fulfilling my destiny here in this lifetime? How committed am I to that? And when I ask myself that question, it allows me to become aware of where I actually am right now with that commitment, and perhaps what kind of a gap I still need to fill to really be full on committed, right? And how and in what ways do I allow my ego to still get in the way of that commitment, of me full on committing to my own health and wealth and well-being, you know? And it just gives me that full on awareness. Okay, this is where I'm at. This is how committed I currently see myself as. And, here's the gaps that I'm seeing that I still need to fill with the right actions to get me to where I want to be, to help me accomplish my goals. For me, I have a certain weight loss goal for this summer season, I also have a certain health goal in mind. The weight loss is going to be a natural side effect of my health goal. My health goal, though, that I'm setting intention for today is to go back to that strength, that oh my gosh, I lost the word. I suppose perseverance, but like that strength that I used to have when I was a lot younger. Just the level of energy I used to have and everything else. Like I really want to go back to that. And so I've been doing a lot of research, and I've been spending a lot of hours figuring out how to get myself back there and how to get myself back there naturally. So these are the right types of actions. Any action that you take that is pushing you in the direction of your dreams, not pulling you away from it, is going to be highly, highly rewarded by Jupiter's expansion in Taurus for the next 12 months. So keep taking the right actions, keep fiercely focusing upon your goals and upon the things that you want to accomplish as if they're already accomplished. Know within yourself that you already have the capability to accomplish them. The way that you're going to accomplish it, though, is just by taking it day by day, step by step, little by little, and eventually you will get there. You're going to see that goal without having to kill yourself, without having to work your ass off necessarily, without having to really push yourself into that place where you start to hate it. Because we always become resentful of doing things or serving other people or helping someone else out or whatever when it's not in balance with us, when there's something off within ourselves that doesn't allow ourselves to fully connect to that thing so that we can really do it wholeheartedly. So it's fix whatever's going on the inside first and reorganize that, bring that back into balance. Focus, meditate, those are the number one tools. Focused intention and focused attention is incredibly powerful when it comes to shifting our lives. And the more that I can tune in and focus on those beautiful things that I continually want to experience and that I have been and am experiencing, the more that I actually create more of that. So more and more wonderful, positive things are coming into my life because that's where my thoughts and my focus are at this time. So take this beautiful new moon energy today in Taurus and allow yourself to just get really carried away with visualizing and feeling into these beautiful future goals that you have. Imagine them to be right here, right now. Use meditation to silence the mind. Get out of your head as much as possible today, or at least restructure your head as much as possible today energetically. Get yourself aligned to those positive thoughts, those thoughts that truly bring joy. And I heard something really interesting from someone, and she described thoughts as vehicles. So imagine your thoughts as cars coming and going on your street, right? On the street of your mind. And what vehicles you allow to park and stay a while are completely up to you. And if certain vehicles that carry a lot of negative things, negative energy, or just certain vehicles that are not bringing you joy, thoughts that are not bringing you joy, are the ones that you just don't allow to park. And you just say, keep moving. No, these thoughts are not welcome here. So not welcome on my street. So like, keep moving. And you just don't allow those thoughts to park. And I've been really taking this analogy in and applying it in my own life. And I'm finding it to be really, really helpful. Is just certain thought will come in that I know is not contributing to my joy. And I'll be like, can't park here, sorry. And just out it goes. Out it goes. And then I'm immediately, it's almost like my brain immediately goes searching for that next thought that is of a higher vibration and that feels significantly better to me. So a simple practice that you can do at this time, do it over the weekend, and really start believing, guys, like it's really, really time for humanity to truly and wholeheartedly believe in the goodness within yourself, the power that you have within yourself to really make positive changes in the world. And we make these positive changes, each and every single one of us individually, by just us embodying the light, showing up in a happy, joyful way, not allowing other people to, cramp your style or to take away your good mood or, with their jealousy or with their snarky comments or whatever else. Just ignore all of that shit. None of that matters. That's just other people's projections and opinions based on their own shortcomings usually. So I don't allow that distraction to get in the way anymore and to control me or manipulate me in any way. I'm really wholeheartedly committed to focusing on just living a really beautiful, peaceful life. That is what I imagine for myself every day. It is what I give gratitude for every single day. And my gratitude practice, I know, keeps bringing in more and more things for me to be grateful for, because that's just how I am choosing to align with the universe. So choose that for yourselves. It is not difficult, but not like it's not simple to do, but it's not hard either, right? It's just a choice. It really, truly is a choice. So let's become these amazing co-creators today and this week and this month, and really hone in on the beauty that life has to offer, all of the wonderful things. Stop coming up with negative scenarios in your head of how shit's going to go sideways. It's not going to go sideways. Everything always works out for us. And everything really, truly works out for those that believe that it works out for them. And the people that believe that things don't work out for them, they usually don't. So that's how powerful our beliefs are and our thoughts are. So let's just tune ourselves to this beautiful, expansive, high vibe, loving energy that is here for us right now, and take it in and enjoy every moment of it. So that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much if you have stayed with me all along here. Thanks for watching. Thank you for liking, for subscribing, for getting this channel out there. It's really important, guys. I'm getting a certain feedback that, we're not all being equally given an opportunity on YouTube necessarily. So pushing these types of channels that are uplifting, that help and support other people is really, really important. So let's show some love and some support to the channels that are truly here to spread light and happiness and joy. Thank you so much again for tuning in, and I will see you guys in the next one.